This message goes out for the people who try as much as they possibly can to help as many people as they can, and people keep stabbing you in your back. Don't stop helping people. You just have to be more selective in who you decide to help, because you have to protect your spirit and your soul. I used to think I was hard as steel. I used to think I was cold, just cold-blooded. And I realized that I'm not. I do care. And that's what makes me special. Not the stuff that I am willing to do to people, but the stuff that I'm not willing to do. And I realized my passion and my love for people is what makes me who I am. And I can't stop being that. And I can't stop giving and doing for people. But what I can do is be more selective with who I give that to. And let me tell you something. All those people that fuck over you, you collect their spirits. So the next time you encounter somebody like them, your antennas will be up because you remember that spirit. You have encountered that spirit. So you become smarter and smarter and smarter, and you start learning the tendencies of dishonest, selfish-ass people. So don't give up. Don't give your heart up. Keep your heart. A wise man told me one time, he said, David Banner, he said, you're going to have to, he said, keep a bird's heart, but develop a snake's mind. And I'm starting to understand what he's saying. I love you. Stay strong. Do as much as you possibly can, but make sure you do for yourself first. Bless you. Hey, I want to add one other thing to it, man. I called one of my best homeboys in the whole entire world, Edward Muhammad, and he broke down the attributes of Allah. And he was telling me, man, about how every aspect of our personality is needed. You know, whether it being the kindest, whether it being the most forgiving, but then, you know, being the biggest warrior or getting off of somebody's ass is also an attribute of being God. And that being tested is part of it. You know, because with all my meditation, with, you know, all of the things that I've learned, all of the so-called wokeness, that's what the people like to say to me, I'm still from the west side of Jackson. So it's like, good or bad, that's my default. And as much as I think I've gotten control of my anger, and as much as I think that I'm there, I realized in talking to him today, that's why no matter how good of a jump shot you have, Steph Curry still work on his jumper every fucking day. Even though he's maybe the best shooter that has ever graced this fucking planet, he still works on that jump shot. And I realized that we gotta still work on, you know, the things that we're good at. You know, even though I don't get angry like I used to, I don't punch holes in walls and all the shit that I used to do, I still have to work, you know, on those things each and every day of my life, and you do too. No matter how good you get at it, no matter how much you think you made it. I remember one dude told me one time, he said, the person that thinks he's a master is the person who's failed. You know, I heard J. Cole say it, like, you never believe in your own hype. You can say that shit all day. I'm the best rapper, I'm the best rapper, I'm the best rapper. But the day that you really think you're the best rapper and you start working on being the best is the day that you failed. So one thing that I want y'all to know is you know, never ever think that I'm perfect. Never ever think that I know it all. I don't think I know it all. You know, the only thing that I work on with you all is trying to help you all to just consider and to think and to realize that most of this shit that they gave us is a fucking lie. You know, they want us to continue to be fucking niggas. You know, they want you stressed out. They want you mad. Because when I get mad, it ain't no halfway. That's why they call me David Banner. It wasn't no rap shit. Once it's on, it ain't no fucking coming back. And I have to work, with all that I have to keep that. Because I want to tell y'all this is the most important part of this message. Mr. Whitner taught me something when I went to Charlotte to meet with him, and he's from Pittsburgh. He said, David Banner, keep your eyes on the board. And the board is the prize. So never let anybody get you mad enough. Like, literally now when I look at people and they say shit or they make little fuck comments, I look at their worth on my board. And it's me getting mad at them and doing something worth me taking my eyes off the board. It's not. Nobody is worth that. My family is not worth me taking my eyes off the board. And I'm going to tell you why. As much as family and girlfriends and friends talk that shit about you working, most of them not going to fuck with you if you can't provide and you can't do for it anyway. So you keep your eyes on that fucking prize. You keep your eyes on the fucking board. And everything else will fade away. Everything that makes you mad will fade away if you keep your eyes on the prize and you keep your eyes on the board. And whatever that may end up being, that may be God. That may be success. I don't know what it is for you. And don't let nobody define that for you. But I'm just realizing, man, that it's important for us to start having these conversations with each other, man. And I've learned so much. And I watch so many other people, and it's not my business. They've mastered a certain level of life, but they keep teaching y'all bullshit. And I don't think that's right, man. I could get on this bitch in front, no, man. A lot of that shit that we learned coming up was wrong, man. It got us to where we are. But my mentor, Mr. Moody, taught me that, like, it's cool. Being the old David Banner got you here, but in order for you to get where I am, son, you're going to have to break yourself. You're going to have to change. I hope that helps somebody out there, man. It's something that I heard a Christian say one time that they got out of the Bible, that nothing is supposed to move you but God. It's cool to be in love. It's cool to get angry, but nothing should move you off your square. This is what I want to leave you all with. I'm learning that you have to court everybody. And I don't mean just in relationships. I mean in friendships. I mean in people that you bless. You got to court them. You got to give time to see if they worthy of your blessings. Because you can waste your blessings. You could have held those blessings for somebody that really would have took those blessings and done great things for the world, and you wasted it on some fuck ass. Sorry, I'm back. But love, y'all. And sometimes when people fuck up, they really don't know no better. I had to learn that. Sometimes it's just because they're ignorant. Sometimes we be wanting to bust people's ass, but they really don't know no better. They just going off of the program that's been given to them. And sometimes you have to have the information and the understanding that you just have a higher understanding of things, and you have to have the grace of God. We always talk about forgiveness, and we always pray, for forgiveness. But as an individual, God, do you forgive others like you want the Almighty God to forgive you? Think about it.